Hello, my magnificent and radiant Leo souls, and a heartfelt welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom. Come closer, you golden-hearted lions, and let's speak directly to the very center of you, that brilliant burning sun that is your core. If you have been guided to this message today, in this very moment, understand that this is a divine appointment. The cosmos is seeking an audience with its royalty, and that, my beautiful friend, is you. Let me ask you something, and I want you to be truly honest with your own heart. Have you felt it lately? It's not a sadness you can easily name, not a simple ache. It's something far more profound for a soul like yours. It's the feeling of your own light dimming. Have you noticed your magnificent roar softening into a polite whisper? Have you felt like you're performing on a grand stage, giving the performance of a lifetime, only to look out and realize the audience isn't even watching? Or worse, that the stage itself has grown too small, too shabby, too utterly unworthy of the brilliance you carry within. This is the feeling that a role you've played, a kingdom you've ruled, or a love you've poured your entire generous heart into is no longer a reflection of your true majesty. It has become a gilded cage, a place where you are asked to be a little less bright, a little less loud, a little less you, so that others might feel more comfortable in your shadow. And yet, you, with your boundless loyalty and your fiercely generous heart, have likely stayed. You've stayed, believing that if you just shone a little brighter, loved a little harder, or gave a little more warmth, you could single-handedly turn this fading landscape back into a vibrant, sun-drenched kingdom. You've believed you could teach them how to applaud again. But my dear, glorious Leo, the truth your soul is whispering to you now is this: you cannot force the sun to shine in a room that has no windows, and it is not your job to be the lone light source for a world that has forgotten how to honor the sun. If this truth is landing in your heart like a sunbeam, if you feel a flicker of recognition in your very soul, then do me a beautiful favor. Please gently press the subscribe button. Let it be a quiet, royal decree to the universe that you are ready to listen. Ready to reclaim the throne of your own life. Let us begin this sacred coronation together. Before we explore the powerful act of you reclaiming your light, it's absolutely vital that we understand the cosmic energies orchestrating this profound shift. This feeling is not a failure of your heart, my dear Leo. It is the greatest success of your soul, demanding that you align with your celestial birthright. Your entire being is ruled by the most powerful, life-giving force in our solar system, the sun itself. The sun is not just a planet in your chart, it is your very essence. It represents your vitality, your creative life force, your radiant spirit, your ego in its highest form, and your divine purpose, which is to shine, to create, to lead, and to love with magnificent warmth. For a Leo, a life lived out of alignment with your inner sun is a kind of spiritual death. Any situation, person, or environment that asks you to dim your light is, in essence, asking your very soul to stop breathing. Can you feel the gravity of that? Now, for many months, the great taskmaster of the zodiac, Saturn, has been casting a powerful, challenging gaze across the cosmos. Saturn is the planet of structure, of lessons, of maturity, and of earned authority. When Saturn's energy interacts with a Leo's chart in this way, it is a profound test. The universe is asking you, my dear Leo, is your kingdom built on a foundation of true, authentic power, or is it built on the shifting sands of external validation and applause? Saturn isn't here to punish you. It is here to give you an upgrade. It is here to help you move from being a mere performer who needs an audience to becoming a true sovereign who is the source of their own power. Saturn is demolishing any stage that is too small for you, so that you can finally build your own indestructible, magnificent castle. Furthermore, let's speak of your sacred domain, the fifth house in astrology. This is Leo's natural home. The fifth house governs everything that makes your lion heart beat: creativity, playfulness, romance, self-expression, and the pure, unadulterated joy of being yourself. When a situation in your life begins to suffocate your fifth house energy, when there is no more play, no more creative spark, no more space for your grand romantic gestures, your soul begins to starve. So you see, this is not just you being dramatic or needy, as smaller minds might suggest. This is your cosmic constitution demanding its rights. The Sun, Saturn, and the energy of the fifth house are all conspiring for your liberation. They are staging a divine intervention to remind you of a truth you have forgotten. Your light is not a gift you give to others to be approved of. It is the very source of your being, and you must protect it with the courage of a lion. Now let's reframe this act of leaving. For other signs, it may be a quiet retreat or a sorrowful departure. But for you, my dear Leo, this is not an exit. This is a royal abdication. You are not being rejected or defeated. You are the one making the sovereign choice. You are the king or queen who surveys their kingdom and realizes that the land has grown barren, that the subjects have grown disrespectful, and that the throne itself has become uncomfortable and restrictive. And so, with dignity and immense courage, you decide to step down, not to run away into exile, but to leave and build a new, grander, and more authentic kingdom elsewhere. This is an act of immense power. It is you saying, "This role no longer serves my highest purpose. This crown has become too heavy with compromise. This kingdom is not worthy of my light, and so I release it." Can you feel the shift in that perspective? You are not being left. You are the one who is choosing to leave. And let us honor the pain that comes with this. The pain, for a Leo, is unique. It's the ache of a generous heart that has poured its golden light into a chalice that had a hole in the bottom. It's the sting of wounded pride, the deep hurt that comes from realizing your magnificent loyalty and warmth were not cherished as the treasures they truly are. You love with the force of the sun. You are loyal with the heart of a lion. And when that is taken for granted, it is a deep and profound wound. Do not diminish this pain. Do not let anyone tell you it's just your ego. Your pride, in its highest form, is your self-respect. It is the guardian of your heart. Allow yourself to grieve the dream that didn't come true. Allow yourself to be angry at the injustice of your light being dimmed. This grief is not a weakness. It is the cleansing fire that will purify your heart for the love that is truly coming. A love that will match your own radiant heat. You can honor what was. You can be grateful for the memories and the lessons, and you can still, with your head held high, declare, "This chapter is complete." Because staying when your soul is roaring to go is the ultimate act of self-betrayal. And you, my magnificent lion, have done enough of that for one lifetime. This time, you choose you. So, what happens after the abdication? What happens in the moments and days after you've walked away from the throne and left the old kingdom behind? You enter a sacred and temporary phase that I call the eclipse of the self. It's not a void. It's not an empty darkness. An eclipse is a moment when your brilliant light, the sun, is temporarily obscured. But here's the secret, Leo. The sun doesn't go away during an eclipse. It is still there, just as massive, just as powerful, just as fiery as ever. It is simply in a period of sacred shadow, gathering its strength for a breathtaking re-emergence. This eclipse phase can feel disorienting. Your inner light, which has always been your primary guide, might feel distant. You might feel a strange quietness, a lack of your usual creative fire. You may not feel like being the center of attention. In fact, you might crave the solitude of your royal chambers, needing to withdraw from the world to commune with yourself. Do not be afraid of this stillness. This is not a sign that your light has gone out. It is a sign that it is being recalibrated to a higher, more potent frequency. You are being rewired from the inside out. Your heart is mending. Your spirit is remembering its own intrinsic worth, a worth that is not dependent on any external applause or validation. And in this sacred darkness, the universe will send you its own secret messages, its own guiding stars. Pay close attention, my dear Leo, to the number sequence 111. Have you been seeing it? On your phone, on receipts, on license plates? 111 is the number of new beginnings, of powerful manifestation, and of a direct, open channel to the universe. It is a divine wink from the cosmos, telling you, yes, you are in the right place. This new beginning is being forged. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful right now. Focus on what you wish to create, not on what you have left behind. We are ready to build with you. When you see 111, take it as your cue. State a powerful intention. Say it aloud. I am creating a life that is a perfect reflection of my soul's brilliance. I am attracting love that celebrates my light. My new kingdom is one of joy, passion, and authentic power. This 111 energy is the universe handing you the celestial blueprint and the golden bricks for your new reality. You are the architect. Begin to build in your mind, and reality will have no choice but to follow. Rest in this eclipse, magnificent one. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are simply in a state of becoming. Let the silence heal you. Let the darkness restore you. For when this eclipse passes, you will not just shine again. You will blaze with a light so authentic and so powerful it will astonish even you. You, dear Leo, are a being of action, creativity, and fire. You are not meant to simply wait for this transformation to happen to you. You are meant to be an active, glorious participant. So let's perform a sacred ritual to formalize this process, to claim your power, and to consciously step into your new reign. I call this the coronation of the self. As a fire sign, your power is connected to light, to flame, and to gold. 1. Prepare your throne room. Find a time when you will not be disturbed. This is your sacred ceremony. Choose a space that feels special. You can dim the main lights. The most important element is a single, beautiful candle. A gold or a bright yellow one would be perfect, representing your personal sun. 2. The anointing. Take a small amount of a beautiful oil, olive oil, or any essential oil you love, and hold it in your hands. Warm it slightly. Say aloud, with this sacred oil, I anoint myself. I am sovereign. I am holy. I am the ruler of my own life. Gently, dab a small amount of the oil on your heart, your forehead, and your wrists. This is an ancient act of consecration. 3. The royal decree. Take a beautiful piece of paper. At the top, write, My royal decree. Now you are going to write, in the present tense, the laws and the truths of your new kingdom, your new life. Write from your heart. For example, O I, your name, decree that my light will never again be dimmed for the comfort of others. O I decree that my heart is open only to those who celebrate my essence and honor my spirit. O I decree that my life is a grand stage for my joy, my creativity, and my passion. O I decree that I am worthy of a love that is as loyal, generous, and magnificent as my own. Read this decree aloud with the conviction of a monarch addressing their entire kingdom. Feel the power of your own words. This is your new constitution. 4. Lighting your sun. Now, light your candle. As the flame flickers to life, see it as your own inner sun being reignited. Say, my light is reclaimed. My power is my own. My reign begins now. Sit with your candle for a few moments. Gaze into the flame and feel its warmth. This is your warmth. This is your light. It is eternal, and it is yours alone. Keep your royal decree somewhere safe, where you can see it often. This ritual is your declaration of independence, and your coronation ceremony rolled into one. It is you, consciously and powerfully, placing the crown upon your own head. And to anchor this potent energy, right here, right now, go to the comments below and type with all the majesty you possess. I am the sun, and I reclaim my throne. My dearest Leo, I want to paint a picture for you of the life that is waiting on the other side of this brave abdication. Because what is coming is not just a slightly better version of what you left. It is a whole new dimension of living. You are stepping out of a life where you had to perform to feel worthy, and into a life where your very being is the source of your worth. The need for external validation will fall away, replaced by a deep, unshakable inner confidence that I call solar power. The kingdom you will build will not be defined by its physical walls, but by its energetic frequency. It will be a kingdom of joy, of passion, of laughter, and of bold, unapologetic self-expression. The people who will be drawn into this new kingdom will not be passive subjects or a fickle audience. They will be fellow sovereigns. They will be other lions, other kings and queens who are drawn to your light not to take from it, but to celebrate it and to reflect your own brilliance back to you in a dazzling dance of mutual admiration and respect. The love you will attract will be a love worthy of your magnificent heart. It will be a love that doesn't just tolerate your brightness, but is actively thrilled by it. It will be a love that feels like sunshine, a love that is loyal, playful, proud, and passionate. It will be a love that builds a throne for you right next to its own. Your purpose, your work in the world, will feel less like a job and more like your divine stage. Your innate Leo gifts, your leadership, your charisma, your warmth, your creative genius will finally have a worthy platform, and you will inspire and uplift others simply by being your most authentic, radiant self. We have walked a truly royal path together today, my magnificent Leo. We have stood in the throne room of your heart. We have honored the difficult choice of abdication, and we have witnessed the promise of your coming coronation. Please remember this always. You were born from stardust and sunlight. You carry the heart of a lion and the fire of 1,000 suns within you. This profound change is not a sign that you have failed. It is a sign that you have finally succeeded in choosing the person you were always destined to become. Embrace your courage. Honor your magnificent heart. Walk with your head held high, for the crown is already yours. You simply need to claim it. The universe is not just on your side. It is rolling out the golden carpet for your glorious return. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for trusting me with your time and your beautiful energy today. It is a profound privilege to speak to the royalty of the zodiac. If the wisdom we've shared has illuminated your path, please subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom so we can continue this journey of empowerment together. And if you know another Leo who is struggling to keep their light shining, share this message with them. Let them know they are not alone and that their own coronation is at hand. Until we meet again, go forth and shine. The world has been waiting for your light.